Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sammy Snake Racing YouTube channel. There's a new time trial this week that's just been released, so that can mean only one thing. Yes, that's right. There's a lap guide that I've got in store for you. And as you can see, it's at the Red Bull Ring in Gr.3 cars. Now we've elected to go in the Mitsubishi Evolution and we're going to take you on a guided tour to help you get those 2 million credits. Let's go. So to enter this event, you need to go to the top right hand menu on Sport, select that, and then go across to where you can see the time trials, the online time trials, and we'll see that Red Bull Ring is just there. Now, we've managed to set a time of a 1:28.9, which is good enough for P6 in the world. I've saved my Ghost, so if you want to follow that Ghost, feel free to load it, and that can help you to get the gold time. Now let's jump in and see what needs to be done to set a good lap time and get those 2 million credits. So as always, try and set up a good exit out of the last corner. It's a little bit better to take fourth gear on that final corner, you just carry more speed over the line. And as we're coming up to this first corner, the first braking marker we're looking for is this 100 board right above you. You want to be braking just before that. And what we're aiming to do is bring the car down to an apex speed of around 70 to 75 miles per hour. And as we approach that apex, we want to slowly feed the throttle in, not 100% straight away or the back tyres will spin and you will crash, but to slowly feed the throttle in, make sure to stay to the right hand side of that yellow sausage curb and get a good drive all the way down this straight. If you are struggling to keep the back tyres under control, feel free to use fourth. It is a little bit slower, but you do get more consistency. Our next braking marker is this 100-yard marker. Brake just before that. We want to go hard on the brakes, brake in a straight line and try and widen the angle into this hairpin. Now what we're aiming to do is bring the car down to around 40 miles an hour, and then as soon as we get past the apex, start feeding that throttle in slowly. And as soon as the car is in a straight line heading up that hill, 100% throttle input, you can use the camber of that hill to get more traction. You see, in Gran Turismo 7, if you are going uphill, the car has more traction, so you aim to the left hand side of that corner, trying to take advantage of that. Our next braking marker is again the 100-yard marker. We want to brake just before that again. Brake in a straight line, avoid going over those curbs too much as that will unsettle the car. We want to get down into first gear and aim to hit the apex at around 60 miles an hour, just under. And as soon as you hit that apex, up into third gear, feed the throttle in. Be very careful that the back tyres will spin up in third gear, so feed it in slowly again, use all of the track limits and accelerate out of that corner in third gear. Now keep it to the right hand side of the track, and as you see that 50 board about 10 yards before it, I want you to get hard on the brakes briefly, 100%, and then hold it at around 50 to 25% as you slowly bringing the car down to its apex speed of 80 miles an hour, then change it into fourth gear, and as you get halfway round the corner, accelerate out in fourth gear. You save time by not having to change gear, and you can carry just as much speed in fourth, so that is the fastest way to negotiate that corner. The next braking marker is this tarmac just here. As soon as the car hits that, briefly stab on the brakes up to 100%, then again, same technique, trail brake to bring the car into the apex and aim to get two left tyres over that curb just under 90 miles an hour, and use the same method of accelerating out in fourth gear to carry the speed and to save the time it takes when you change gear. Now these final two corners are all about carrying momentum and speed. So what you want to look for your first braking marker is this fence and this 50 board. Brake just before that, and you want to trail brake down to 100 miles an hour in third and then accelerate in fourth. Use all of the track limits and brake just before those sausage curbs. Bring it down to around 85 miles an hour and then accelerate hard in fourth gear. But keep it in fourth if you're on a hot lap, because it's faster to do that and cross the line than changing into fifth. And as you can see, that was just good enough for a 1:28.9. Now, I know not everybody uses miles per hour and doesn't use the bumper cam, so we're going to watch that again from the chase camera perspective with kilometers an hour this time. Also, seeing it in real time and not in slow motion, you get to see exactly what's happening with the car in real time. I found, even though this was a rinse and repeat, it was still a fun time trial. and the Evo isn't a car I've used very often, so it was nice to use something different. Now what I want you to look at when we negotiate this apex of the hairpin is how we're aiming uphill. That is really important. That's a very important corner to get right, and there's a lot of time if you can get the traction down. The Mitsubishi Evo accelerates really nicely, but it does try and spin its back tyres. And this is another corner where you have to be cautious of the back tyres spinning up. Even in third gear, going around that corner as it's sloping downhill and to the left, it will try and spin those back tyres. You may want to put traction control on if you are a driver that uses driving aids. And just to reference what I was talking about here, often when you've got these turbocharged cars that has a lot of boost and a lot of torque, when it's on boost, it is faster to actually come out of some of these corners in a higher gear, because every time you change gear, it is, even though it doesn't feel like it, a tiny time loss. It just momentarily stops the momentum of the car. So use that across the board for any cars that are turbocharged. If you're here to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope this lap guide helps you to get those 2 million credits. And if I could ask you a favor before you go, hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. There's weekly lap guides like this and other videos that help you to get faster at the game, as well as live streams every Monday competing in the top split daily races and community races every Sunday, where the Snake Pit all get together, have a laugh, do some races and have some fun. But from the Racing Snake, it's over and out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.